#1 Missing Star Trek. Strange New Worlds character has me worried they'll die in Season 3. Star Trek Strange New Worlds has become one of the franchise's best modern offerings by combining the classic episodic formula of the original series with deep character arcs, cinematic visuals, and meaningful emotional stakes. Each season has balanced science fiction spectacle with character-driven storytelling. However, as Season 3 looms, fans are already dissecting trailers, teaser images, and press releases, and one omission has raised a red flag that's difficult to ignore. One key character is conspicuously absent. And it's not just a blink and you'll miss it absence. They're nowhere to be seen in promo materials or cast confirmations. That missing crew member is Hemmer's replacement and the Enterprise's chief engineer, Pelia, played by the legendary Carol Kane. And her absence has me seriously worried that Pelia may be the next major character to die in Strange New Worlds Season 3. Why Pelia's absence is so alarming. In a franchise where death rarely feels permanent and legacy characters seem immortal, Strange New Worlds has taken a different approach. It has killed off important characters and made the audience feel those losses. The most notable case, of course, was Season 1's surprise and heartbreaking death of Chief Engineer Hemmer Bruce Horrick, which came as a genuine shock and an emotional gut punch. Hemmer wasn't just a side character. He was a representation of the inner species, a blind engineer whose insights and wisdom shaped Uhura's journey. His loss hurt, but it also sent a message. No one is safe in this iteration of Star Trek. Which is why Pelia's absence from Season 3 marketing material is so unsettling. Given that Strange New Worlds has embraced a prestige TV emotional tone where character death isn't off limits, it seems possible that the eccentric, scene-stealing engineer might not survive. And that would be a tragedy. Who is Pelia? Carol Kane joined the cast in Season 2 as Pelia, a lanthanite, a species revealed to be near immortal, who had been secretly living among humans for millennia. Pelia stepped in after Hemmer's death, and while her engineering methods were unconventional and her past hilariously colorful, she quickly grew on the crew and viewers. Her dynamic with Spock was one of the funniest in the series. Her long, strange history made her a living museum of Federation knowledge. And her deep, almost maternal affection for the crew added an emotional layer that was both refreshing and earned. Pelia was quirky, mysterious, compassionate, and important. But now she's gone? The evidence of her absence. Let's look at the facts. The Season 3 teaser trailers and official photos released so far prominently feature characters like Pike, Spock, Una, Lon, Ortegas, M'Benga, Chapel, and Uhura. But no sign of Pelia. Even in the episode synopses and behind-the-scenes interviews, her name hasn't come up, not even in passing. The cast appearances and promotional tours for Season 3 also do not list Carol Kane's name. Meanwhile, every other core character actor is either confirmed or teased to return. While it's possible she's simply being kept under wraps for spoiler reasons, this feels different. Star Trek isn't usually shy about its characters unless something major is going down. This radio silence on Pelia may not be a coincidence. It may be a warning. Is Strange New Worlds making room for Scotty? Another worrying sign comes from the Season 2 finale twist, the surprise introduction of a young Montgomery Scotty Scott, played by Martin Quinn. Longtime Trek fans instantly recognized that name. Scotty is, of course, the legendary engineer of the Enterprise in TOS, and seeing his younger self appear in the finale was a thrilling tease. It suggests the show is already paving the way for his rise through the ranks. Which leads to the natural, painful question, is Pelia being killed off to make room for Scotty? After all, in canon, Scotty is the Enterprise's chief engineer during Captain Kirk's time. Since Strange New Worlds is inching closer to that era, the writers may feel the need to gradually shift engineering responsibilities toward him. That would mean removing Pelia, and the show has already proven it's willing to kill beloved engineers for dramatic effect. But Pelia deserves more than a redshirt fate. Even if the long-term goal is to bring in Scotty, Pelia shouldn't be sacrificed so quickly or carelessly. Her unique background offers potential for multiple storylines that Trek has never explored before. Pelia is immortal. That fact alone is fascinating. What's it like to outlive friends, centuries of political shifts, and technological revolutions? How does someone like her view Starfleet's mission when she's seen civilizations rise and fall? What secrets is she still hiding? Pelia also adds something rare to the show's emotional fabric, a sense of timeless wisdom blended with comic unpredictability. Unlike anyone else on the crew, she doesn't try to impress or compete. She knows who she is, and that grounded energy is something Strange New Worlds needs as more of its cast wrestles with trauma, relationships, and identity crises. Letting her fade away off-screen or die in an early episode of Season 3 would feel like a betrayal of the potential she still holds. The franchise pattern of disposing engineers. There's another Star Trek trend that makes this feel even more ominous. Engineers often get a raw deal. In Discovery, Chief Engineer Stamets was sidelined in later seasons and nearly killed several times. In Enterprise, Trip Tucker, another fan-favorite engineer, was killed off in the series finale in a deeply unsatisfying way. Even in The Next Generation, Geordi LaForge was often used more for technobabble than deep emotional arcs. Engineering is one of the most vital jobs on any Starfleet vessel, but engineers rarely get the narrative protection or development given to captains, first officers, or doctors. Strange New Worlds started to break that pattern with Hemmer, and then promptly killed him. Pelia may be the next domino. Carol Kane's real-world status may be a clue. Of course, it's possible that the decision isn't entirely in the hands of the showrunners. Carol Kane is a legendary actress with a long resume, and she's still in high demand. It's possible that her schedule or interests simply didn't align with filming Season 3. That would explain her absence from press materials. But Star Trek rarely casts someone as distinctive and creatively rich as Kane without long-term plans. If she's leaving, it's likely that the show will write her out with emotional weight. And in this version of Star Trek, that usually means death. There are still reasons to hope. Despite the mounting evidence, fans shouldn't despair just yet. Star Trek is also known for its surprises. Sometimes a character's absence from marketing is deliberate misdirection. Maybe Pelia is involved in a classified Starfleet mission. Maybe she's off-ship for part of the season, or perhaps she's been promoted to a Federation Science Council role, allowing Scotty to step in without making her a casualty. And it's possible the writers want us to worry. After all, fear creates investment. What better way to make us tune in than to worry about Pelia's fate? If the show does keep her alive, even in a smaller role, there's still time to explore her centuries of experience. Pelia could become a recurring presence, someone the crew turns to in moments of doubt. A mentor to Uhura, Spock, or even Scotty himself. Conclusion. Don't let this brilliant character be forgotten. Strange New Worlds has re-energized the Star Trek universe with bold storytelling, heart, and creativity. But it must be careful not to sacrifice what makes it special in its rush to connect to the TOS timeline. Pelia is more than a placeholder engineer. She represents the unknown depths of the galaxy, the mysteries of long life, and